Hello and welcome to the SquaredUp for SCOM Quick Win video series. This is video number 4 in the series, and this video is going to be an introduction to the TopN performance. TopN can be used to display high-level insight to understand over or underutilization for various objects, and highlight actionable data across a large dataset. So before we create our own TopN performance tiles, let's take a look at one we've already created. You can see here that we have shown a couple of common infrastructure metrics using our bar and graph visualizations. We have the ability to scope these tiles to many objects. This means you can easily understand if any resource requires attention, without having to trawl through a large list or run a report within SCOM. Using these TopN performance tiles on our NOC dashboard allows our service desk to spot problems before they become an issue reported by our end users. So let's look at how easy it is to create these tiles. First, let's create a new dashboard by clicking the plus on the navigation bar and choosing Dashboard. Next, let's select the performance tile, and then our visualization. Here we'll be using the bar, but you can also use the TopN in the line graph, and the report options, giving you flexibility to display the data exactly how you want it. Now let's choose a scope for our performance tile. Here we're going to choose Group, and select the All Windows Computer group. This will give us a large number of objects to work with. Now onto the metric. Here we'll be prompted to type in our counter, but we can also just click into the box for all available metrics to be presented. I'm going to add the logical disk % free space metric, which you can find by entering a partial name, then selecting it when it appears in the list. We have the option to change the resolution for bar TopN, though it's best to leave this on auto for SquaredUp to just grab the latest value. You can also change the aggregate value type if you wish to see the average, minimum, or maximum value. Moving on to data range, we can choose how the data is displayed. As this is a percentage metric, we can leave percentage selected, though you can see we have the option to fit the graph to the data, fit the data from 0, custom, or even custom fit. There'll be a link in the description box below to a knowledge base article which explains these options in more detail. Next, we'll move on to sort. The bar visualization will automatically limit the top 10 results, based on the value in ascending order. However, you can also change this configuration to sort in descending order, if you have selected a metric that suits that option. For example, % free space versus % use space would require you to sort them ascending and descending respectively. Now on to label. We can change the label if required. This is useful if the display name of the object is the same across all the objects in the scope. For example, a logical disk. C would be a common display name, and it would make the tile difficult to understand. So you can use the custom option to add the path of the logical disk, showing the server name / the drive letter, C in this example. This is what SquaredUp does by default for disks, but this may not be the case for other objects. We'll leave this on auto for this example. Now the tile configuration is complete, let's add a title to this tile. Top 10% free space. Now what if we want to add more performance tiles to this dashboard, using the same scope but with different metrics? We can simply use the Clone Tile button, which copies the tile with its current configuration, allowing us to edit and change the metric on the clone tile. In this case, let's change the clone tile to use memory % memory used. Using this metric means we need to change the sort configuration to descending. And once we've done that, let's update the tile name to top 10% memory used. And finally, let's adjust the dashboard layout a little. I will add a new column using the selector on the right hand side of the page. Then drag our second tile to the right, and remove the new tile that won't be used. We can now see the two performance tiles side by side. And there we have it. I hope this has helped with your knowledge on using TopN in performance tiles. And coming up in the next video, we'll take a look at dashboard actions. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.